How you doing?
Hey man, how you doing?
Good.
How's things been going so far for you?
It's been a blessing, honestly. Happy to be back home. It's been fun being around a lot of people I know. Being an older guy on the team has actually been like a blessing in disguise, I would say. I've been able to, teach people things that, I learned in college along the way, but I've also learned things from guys who just got to college. So it's been a learning experience. It's been kind of fun at the same time. So.
You obviously thought you were coming here out of high school. What's it like to be here now?
Honestly, it's so surreal. I've had dreams of playing for UCLA since I was a kid, so to finally be here and be on campus and actually be admitted into the school is actually like a blessing in disguise to me as well. So it's just surreal to be here and be on campus around people I like. So
was this one of the first places you looked at? Just trying to...
Out of the transfer portal, out of the transfer portal, UCLA was one of the first schools I looked at, but I had a lot of other schools reach out to me during that time, but I felt like I wanted to go where the heart was. So I feel like home was where UCLA was at, so that's where I wanted to be at.
You were pretty much verbally committed out of high school, though.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was verbally committed, locked in with Coach Kelly, but, things just didn't go the way they were supposed to during that time, so I had to make a move to go to the University of Oregon at that time. So.
That seemed like a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, it feels like it was very long ago, but it feels like came around, like full circle, right back at it. So it feels real cool to be back at, be in Los Angeles around people I like, so.
When you committed here, were you still uncertain if you were going to be granted that year of eligibility?
Yeah, at first, when I first came into the portal, I wasn't promised anything. I wasn't promised I was going to get a year back. They kind of just told me it's up to the NCAA and how they want to move things. But, a lot of the coaches here, they kind of just told me, you can work through anything. We want you to be on campus. If things don't go right, you can go back home. But we would love to have you part of the team. And ever since then, it's kind of flowing, and I got the full granted eligibility. So Coach Foster just been on me about it. So.
As someone who's been through a couple spring camps and over your course of your career, how refreshing is it to be around a program that's going through so many different changes and just has a different energy about it?
It's actually really cool to see like different perspectives. Like Coach Foster has a different perspective than a lot of coaches. He wants us to come out here and have fun. He doesn't want it to be a job like a lot of other coaches. So for me to see a different perspective from Oregon, from more of a job outlook to being more of let's go out here and have fun, let's work on the things that we need to work on, it's just really cool to me. So just the different perspectives change a lot.
Does it help having so many Oregon guys here that you knew, to help ease the transition?
Yeah, it made it real easy to transition here. Those guys like Mo, Jalen, a lot of other guys that came from Oregon, they kind of just were in my ear. They wanted me to be a part of the team, but it also made the transition very easy once I got here. So really cool to see those guys here as well.
Your family pretty happy that they're going to be able to watch you play?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They were 100% happy I came here. They didn't really push me on what school I wanted to go to, but they also were in my ear about, we would love to be at games that are local. So, it was easy for me to come here, and, they can't wait to be in the Rose Bowl on Saturdays.
You and Ramon Henderson have kind of been working as the starting safeties. What's that dynamic between the two of you kind of been, especially with both of you being there this year?
We're just filling each other out for the most part. KJ and Ramon actually had like a past, so KJ's been kind of like telling me about how Ramon is. Ramon has been kind of doing the same thing about KJ, but for the most part, me and Ramon have just been meshing together very well in the meeting room, outside. We've actually like hung out outside of football, just going to get food and stuff. So we're just kind of meshing. We're the older guys in the room. And it's not just about football, it's more than football. So he's kind of taught me that, and we're keeping it going.
What was it about UCLA that made you want to come here out of high school?
Out of high school, it was a lot of things. I had, my dad was here. This was a school that he wanted me to go to, and I also wanted to go here as well. But then it was just like the academic standpoint and what you can do with your life out of football here. So I kind of was looking at that, and I've always knew football wasn't my only path. So I've kind of looked at UCLA as a school that can do anything, really.
Bryan, you were a pretty good receiver, too, back in the day. Is there any talk about, like, getting you, the jump ball in the end zone here?
Not officially, not any, like, official talk, but I've talked to Ethan about it a couple of times. He's loved it. He's talked to me about it, but nothing official yet, so.
You played, 4 games last year?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened after that?
During those 4 games, I started all 4. Me and Coach Landon just had a brief conversation about my future, and he didn't really see me having a future at the University of Oregon like I saw myself, so I just felt like it was best for myself to step away from the team during that time and, ensure I get another year back of football. So.
Thanks, Bryan.
Thank you.
Thank you.